Hey everybody, it's Norm from Tested.
And I'm Patrick from Tested.
And at the end of this year, we wanted to share with you our favorite gear of 2015. Things we started using this year that we really can't live without. So Patrick, what do you have for us?
Well, I was going to say, I built Skylake PC and finally got a 1 terabyte SSD, a Samsung 850 EVO. And having all of the storage and all of the speed is just awesome.
No compromise.
No compromise. Well, it's... Okay, we've in all is like on tech thing, Tested, we've talked about for a long time, SSDs, the performance is ridiculous compared to a standard hard drive. Something I didn't realize until I saw an article this morning, like 25% of all the laptops sold in the United States right now have SSDs. So if you have an older SSD or your desktop machine doesn't have an SSD now, get one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no reason not to build a PC or get a laptop without an SSD if you can afford it. And affordability it's becoming realistic.
Yeah, they're expecting, I think it's like 9 cents a gigabyte right now for a traditional hard drive. It's like 39 cents a gigabyte, but a Computer World article I read this morning said by 2017, you're looking at 17 cents per gigabyte for SSDs. That was from 99 cents a gigabyte back in 2012. So the prices are dropping.
And $1 per gigabyte at that point was like a really high benchmark.
Yes.
Under 50 cents a gigabyte. Go ahead, if you're going to build a computer. You love your Samsung EVO?
I love my Samsung EVO. Yeah, it's been amazing. If you're buying one of the new motherboards that supports M.2 NVMe or U.2 NVMe, if you can pony up, they're really expensive, but the performance is ridiculous. Like something in the neighborhood of as much as a 4x performance increase over a standard SATA drive.
You can put your OS on there and your games. Imagine that.
And a lot of my video too.
And video.
I like this.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
What else have you started using this year that you can't live without?
The crew from JDS Labs. I started testing the Element. This is a external digital analog converter and headphone amplifier, $329. And one, it's a fantastic piece of gear. It's got a giant knob. It lights up when you power it up. These are all good things. It's got 1 watt of power, which basically means you can substitute it for a 300B tube amp if you're that kind of a freak and you have really, 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 really sensitive speakers. But the sound is phenomenal, and I didn't have anything like I could turn this is as far as I could turn the volume up on any of my regular headphones, like a pair of Sennheiser Momentums, a set of Grados, and somewhere around here it'd be like I'm going to be deaf in 5 minutes. So I started looking for headphones that would load them, and that led me to magnetic planars and a whole bunch of amazing listening that I won't go off on a tangent on right now.
We have a whole video about that.
But props to JDS Labs, and if you don't want to spend $329 for a headphone amplifier, take a look at the O2 amplifiers they sell, or if you want to get geeky, get out your soldering iron and build yourself a CMOY Altoids tin headphone amplifier.
Well, speaking of soldering irons, perfect segue into the other thing you brought in.
I have been using Weller soldering irons since I was a child, and I started doing tech thing, and we shoot that in the lab that Hack 5 shoots out of, and Darren and my co-host Shannon both use Hakko soldering irons, and I'll read the label to get it right, the FX888D. This is a fantastic soldering iron. First of all, they've got a digital entry that allows you to precisely set the temperature and repeatable. I know, you turn your Weller to 4 and you never touch it again for the rest of your life, but also the fact that it's really well balanced, it's really well designed. They've got a place, it's not just a sponge, which is okay, but they have like the classic Hakko crazy brass steel wool. Oh, yeah. But one, I love these. It's built into the stand. It's got a fantastic feel, a ton of tips, and it's $99, which means you not only get the soldering iron and the digital controls and the electrostatic discharge safety and the cool stand with the thing that'll actually clean your soldering tip, but it's less than a typical Weller soldering station.
Amazing.
So props to Hakko, and I hope I'm saying that name right.
That is some cool gear, and we'll have more stuff like that throughout the rest of the holidays. Have a happy holidays, Patrick.
You have a happy holiday, Norm.
And we'll see you guys in the future. Until then, see you next time.